by the time this interview is out, senior year is going to be out. So congratulations on that. What has that been like kind of building up to it and having it out?
Well, it's been really exciting. I mean, even since the audition process, like it was one of the best audition processes I've ever had. And weird because it's still things are still kind of over Zoom. But yeah, I mean, and then like filming it was a blast. Like it was the most fun. I'd never been to Atlanta before. That's where we filmed.
Okay.
Um, and it was really special. Like this is the third movie that I've been in, and there's like a person from each cast, I think, of things that I've been in before where I've gotten close to someone, but it feels like with this film, everyone became so close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always nice to have like a set family. But
Yeah.
do you guys still keep in contact?
Oh, yeah. I see Anna, who I think you're also going to talk to. Anna lives in New York. I live in New York. A lot of them live in LA. So it's like if they're in New York, I've seen Michael Cimino like a bunch. And Josh has been in New York a couple of times. But Anna lives here, and I see Anna all the time. I saw her last night. We went to a musical with Rebel, and it was a blast. Anna's the best. She's so funny in the movie. I can't wait for people to see her work too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell her you said that when I talk to her.
Yeah, she knows, but yeah, tell her.
But what can fans or viewers expect from this movie?
I think that they can expect, if you were a fan of Rebel Wilson, you are going to love this movie. If you are not a fan of Rebel Wilson, you will become a fan of Rebel Wilson from seeing this movie. Like it is, I mean, it is so funny. I saw it a couple weeks ago. Anna and I both went out to LA for a special screening of it, and I laughed so hard. And I think that one of the things that's really surprising is there's a couple of emotional moments in it too. So it's like it is first and foremost a comedy, but I do think that people will actually be touched by it as well.
Hmm. I mean, there's so many talented people in this cast. What specifically drew you to want to be a part of this? Was it the script or was it maybe Rebel? Because I know she's a huge name.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, that was definitely when I initially got the audition and I saw that like it was with Rebel, I was like, oh, wow. I mean, what a crazy project to like be a part of. And every movie that I've done, I've been like, wow, what an incredible cast. But this I feel like is definitely it feels like, I mean, it's on Netflix, which so it's hard to say that it's like a blockbuster, but like it feels like it would be if it was in the theaters. Um, and yeah, I think that it's also just like I don't normally get to do comedy, which is really hard for me because I like comedy a lot, but like I feel like a lot of what I've done in my career has been like really serious and like crying. I do a lot of crying on television. That's like mostly what I've done with my work is just sobbing, really. So it is so refreshing to just like get to be in something funny that's like funny.
Yeah, speaking of you and your character, you play young Martha. Could you talk more about how you brought her to life and what your inspiration was?
Yeah, it was I mean it's playing young Martha, I think is nice because we are both not popular. I I was absolutely not popular in high school. I was talking to Rebel last night and I was telling her that um I was vice president of my middle school, but I think that's because the election was rigged. Like I truly think that like the principal of my middle school wanted me to be vice president because I was running against this really popular boy named Josh. And I think that like he stuffed the ballot boxes because I like I was very, very shocked that I won. And she was like really surprised when I told her that I wasn't popular in high school. And I was like, oh no, like absolutely not. Like I was very not cool, super into like doing schoolwork and getting classes done. I graduated early. I think that Martha and I had a very similar high school experience. And you said the film will be out by the time this interview is out.
Yeah.
So one of the most exciting things is that uh, Martha is queer, and so am I. And that was like, I mean, that was just such a, this is the first role that I've played that like the character is like actually, that's like canon about the character. So that was really exciting too.
I mean, what was that like to bring this character to life? Because as you said, there are similarities between you and this character. Did it feel like this was the role you've been waiting for?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like it was really exciting, especially to play young Mary Holland. Um, yeah, I mean, I feel like I have been really waiting to be like in a comedy, like I said, and it was it felt really easy. Like being on this set was really easy and really fun. Like it was not stressful. I have been on stressful sets where things are like rushing to get done and like it feels like we don't have enough time for what we're doing. But this was just like, it was really relaxed. It was also my scene partner for most of what I was doing was Ngauri Rice. And that made everything so much easier. When you are working with someone who is so talented, it makes it feel like you don't have to do anything other than just like exist and say your lines. And like she is giving me so much. She does such a good job as young Rebel. It's so funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Uncanny.
But I know you've said this set has been amazing, but do you have a favorite memory or moment from your time on it?
Yeah, it was my final day on set. We wrapped the day before my birthday.
Okay.
And so that was like, that was really exciting. I came into the makeup trailer and all the hair and makeup ladies sang happy birthday to me. And like, thank God I wasn't in makeup yet because I started sobbing. Like, I just started crying. Like, I was so, like, it felt really nice. The trailer was decorated and it was like, it was so sweet. And then it was my last day. So after we all wrapped, everyone sang happy birthday to me. And that was a day that we had, I think, 300 extras. So
Wow.
it was like, it was a lot of people singing to me.
You had a
Um,
group singing to you. It was a choir.
yeah, it truly was. And it was just like, oh, this feels so special. It was so special.
But if you could describe this film as a whole in 3 words, what would they be?
Okay. Wow, 3 words. So, oh no, because I think like it's good cringe. Like I
Okay.
that's like a hyphen is good cringe. There's a lot of moments in it that are like, but it's very funny. Um, wow, okay, 2 more words.
It's okay, I'm putting
Um,
you on the spot.
peppy.
Okay.
um, and what's another word? I guess just like lively. Like I mean, there's just so much life in this movie. Like, yes, it's like it is a comedy, but there is heart to it, and it's not just like frivolous.
hmm Yeah. But an easier question for you. Do
Okay.
you have any future projects that you could hint at or talk about?
Yeah, I I've been filming. I did a couple episodes of a TV show called Evil. And that's kind of like my next thing that'll be coming out. I believe that's coming out in the fall on Paramount Plus. I play someone's assistant, and I think that that's really all I can say about it. But it's fun. It's fun because that show is also not necessarily a comedy, but my character is comedic. So it's nice to like, there's no crying. There's
That's
no
good.
crying in that
You need a
show. And
break.
yeah, it's really nice because I think every other thing I do, I am crying.
I mean, hopefully we'll see you in more comedy roles in the future.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for doing this interview. It was so great
Yeah,
to
thanks for having me.